The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
It's been over 5 years since I finished Death Stranding for the first time, and that line still sticks in my head. We're still here, chugging along. Since Death Stranding 2 is just days away, I've been thinking over my time with Death Stranding 1, and I have a lot of great memories of struggling. I streamed it last year, yes, the entire thing, all 21 hours of it over on YouTube. You can see the VODs in a playlist if you'd like to watch them, and I enjoyed the struggle of playing it on the hardest difficulty, and I'm looking so forward to struggling again in Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding as a game doesn't ask much of the player. Take packages from point A to B. You may run into trouble along the way, whether it's terrain, terrorists, mules, or other sorts of BT-related enemies. But pretty much you're going from point A to point B, and the game doesn't concern itself with how you get things done. You're checking the delivery terminal, taking an order, loading up your packages, and heading out. This seems like a very simple concept, but on the hardest difficulty, you'll run into complications. Maybe you forget a ladder, climbing anchor, or PCC. Maybe your boots are worn out. When things go sideways and start looking grim, it's important to remember one thing. Keep on keeping on. If there's one iconic phrase that describes this game, it is keep on keeping on. The notion that when you struggle, it's important to never give up, no matter how bad things seem. The thing I like most about Death Stranding is that it is a game that lets you struggle. There are so many games where you're just this amazing character who can do everything and are pretty much unstoppable, but in Death Stranding, you're just a guy. Sure, Sam happens to be immortal, but that doesn't take away the struggle. There were boss battles where I would die over and over and over again, only to be repatriated a dozen or more times until I finally beat the boss. Keep on keeping on applies in Death Stranding even after death, so much so that it's part of the meta-narrative. Even death cannot stop you. You must keep on keeping on. Situations in the game force you to keep on keeping on. And even as the player, as a streamer, I just had to keep going. There were days where I would sit down to stream and I would say, okay, this is going to be a 2-hour stream. 5.5 hours, and one boss battle later, I was still keeping on, still going. I know that at the time of this video, the opening hour of Death Stranding 2 has already been leaked. I am not going to watch it. I'm going to keep myself clean because I hope to be able to struggle and I hope to be able to keep on keeping on. Through snow, earthquakes, all kinds of natural disasters, big monster kaiju battles, whatever the game chooses to throw at me, I will keep on keeping on. And from what little I've seen, it looks absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get your, standard equipment up and running, zipline networks, ladders, everything. I can't wait to make myself known out in the world and help my neighbors and friends keep on keeping on. What is it that you're looking forward to? Leave a comment in the comments. I do have a recommendation for you. I recommend playing Death Stranding 1 on the highest difficulty if you can. Keep in mind, you can skip the boss battles. It seems like you can skip boss battles in Death Stranding 2 as well, from what I've read. What I will likely do is play through the game once on normal by myself and make a few videos on it, and then within the next couple of weeks, I will play through it again on hard on stream, and I'll be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. At least that is the plan. I just wanted to get a quick video out letting you guys know that I am hyped for Death Stranding 2 and I can't wait to make some videos on it for you all. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Consider liking, subbing, all that good stuff. And ring the bell if you want to see Death Stranding videos later this week and beyond. See you next time.